So, hey guys, Chauzu here. First, I want to give a huge shout out to Stump for posting the team he did with the, for me, revolutionary strat of using the quick version of Sabo and Ace and still having enough seeded final stage. I didn't even consider that possibility, and that really was mind blowing. And thanks to that, I've been able to make 3 teams today using teams without V2 Kizaru. And yeah, shout out to that. I'm going to be making one variant of the team Stump did, but that will be at the end of the video first. I will be going ahead and doing 2 teams using Capone crew instead of Sabo here. And for this first one, I'm using Capone crew as sub as well as the 6-star Usopp. As you see, this Usopp is fully level limit broken, but it doesn't get any buffs from that. It's just that I only have one Usopp, so I just de-evolved my 6+ in order to be able to use the 6-star version. It's absolutely not needed to be heavily invested. Anyway, this variant is pretty nice. I'd say there's some Orb RNG stage 2. Always hit with Ace and Capone crew stage 1, and then stage 2, you just have to pray that you don't get any int or recovery orbs. And if you don't, you're good. There's no RNG for the rest of the run. Otherwise, you just reset. Use Usopp here. He has the Sabo support. He adds some extra. He adds both a small chain boost and an attack boost, and we get the damage we need in order to kill this stage in one turn. If you have very low investment on your units, the DEX unit here might be rough to kill, but that's just how it is then. You need to wait to get higher stats in that case. Stage 3 here, and I'm very happy with the synergy here between Capone crew and General Frankie. Basically, we'll use Capone crew this stage, and we get a very crucial aspect which is easily to overlook. It's that Capone crew in duo form has a lot of end of turn healing. So that, together with maximizing pinch healing on this stage, will let me get about 50% HP next stage after I use General Frankie's special. And as you might know, that 50% is like a golden threshold. It allows rare recruits to be able to go through barrier, for example. So in this case, every unit on the team will have barrier pen, except for the Ace, Yamato and Ace. So I swap the duo units on the left, use General Frankie special, and yeah, I just copy the order I hit in here. I try and hit with Yamato Ace late, and I don't want to hit the middle row because I'm pretty sure he has higher HP or defense or something. So I hit with Ace 4th, and then I have 2 hits to take out Django. Like if you have a super high invested Capone crew, you can 1-hit KO. But with that strat, like no matter what investment you have, basically you will be able to kill. But I do recommend running as good of Sabo Ace Frank Captain as you can. I've not said it for this team, but this is the same for all teams. The final tap of Yamato Ace is irrelevant. Mine is level 3, but level 1 works just fine. And as you see, we have support to both remove the chain and give us a chain boost. Use Yamato and Ace special to get the burn conditional as well as attack boost and the swap for chain boundary. Sabo Ace swap gives color affinity and special gives ore boost. And we swap Capone crew and hit the int mob next to Kuro first, and then we just auto tap, finishing with the 2 Ace units. And yeah, as said, even with level 1, this will be a super easy kill. One mob is alive, but he only does like 30k, so we're fine. And then on the revive, just swap General Frankie and 1-hit KO. Okay. But you might not have the 6-star or 6+ Usopp, so I made a team using the this Usopp, the rare recruit DEX shooter Usopp. So yeah, The great thing with this Usopp is that he adds more damage to stage 2, and he also eliminates orb RNG, so you could argue that he's better. The main issue with using this Usopp is that you do not remove the blindness, and that means that after stage 3 you only have blindness, but we do have the Shark Superb, which makes Perfect a lot easier to hit. But I understand that people, if they can, don't want to hit with blindness. But I wanted to post this team anyway because it's cool to do a good team with this Usopp. I know the Stump also made a team with him that was also really cool. And as you see, the Luffy support makes sure that all orbs are matching. And we can move on. The rest of the team plays out like the last video I did. It's just that this time we are blind, so it becomes an extra challenge. But I've actually, like I did the team yesterday, uploaded using the V2 Sabo captain for the final stage, and that also had blindness there, so I got very good practice. Like all opportunities to do stuff like that is just good practice in general for your tapping skills in the game. I've not talked about how I tap here, but the order I tap in ensures that I maximize my pinch healing, because it's pretty tight, like reaching this HP threshold here. But yeah, I'm pretty thankful for Stump for uploading that team, because the team I was going to upload, it was not nearly as good, and it becomes like a joke in comparison to this new strat. I might upload it in the future though as a fun thing, but I think that we need to like leave this Grand Voyage a bit behind us at first. Leave some like there's too many teams right now, so save it for later when it might be seen as a fun thing more than anything else. And yeah, it's the same strat as last time. And yeah, one thing I can talk a bit about is that a lot of people were panicking a bit that V2 Kizaru was required. But I'm sure that other team builders will agree that V2 Kizaru, like the things he did final stage, it was not nearly as irreplaceable as some other stuff. Like if we take Grand Voyage Morgan, for example, like I have a hard time seeing a future where Carrot and Wanda is not needed. Like sure, in years to come with power creep it will probably happen, but like right now that's so far-fetched that I can't even imagine it happening. But V2 Kizaru was not like that. Like we pretty early realized that some combination of Yamato Ace and Sabo and Ace will work, and we knew that it will work if you had higher final tap. But the big thing here, of course, is that it becomes so smooth and easy. There's also teams not using Yamato Ace or V2 Kizaru, using the Neo Raid Kizaru, but I don't have him. Anyway, this is my variant of Stump's team. It's very similar, I just used the 6-star Usopp. The main thing is that I think that Stump overlooked final stage, that the cannon mobs don't do that much damage, they do like 30k damage. So there's really no reason to save Usopp for final stage. Like if you have the final tap Luffy support and you lack damage, then sure, you can copy what Stump did for sure. But if you struggle like here, like you can just use Usopp here to make it more consistent. That's what I'll be doing. We add the chain boost, and we also have the same Luffy support as before to add matching orbs. So basically most orbs are matching thanks to that, and we can very consistently get through these stages. But yeah, so the main issue with this strat is that you have one less option for doing a lot of damage stage 4, final stage to the strength mob. But I'll show one potential strategy you can do to optimize the damage. Like, it's not a big deal, like Stump's team is really solid, so these are just some minor changes just to give people a bit more options. I figured I'd do it while making the other teams. Like, if I thought there were no room for improvement at all or variations, I'd never upload this particular team. Like, the Capone crew teams are really cool though. I really like them. And I'm happy that Stump's video allowed me to make them even better. And yeah, here we're going to abuse the fact that Sabo actually gets a pretty big buff here. And he's actually easily going to be able to KO Django here, at least for me. Like, I'm not sure if he will kill with any investment, but yeah, Shinobu won't go through barrier now, so this time we hit with Ace, Sabo second to last, and then Sabo last. Pretty easy. And yeah, final stage will be basically as the same as the last two teams I showed. The only difference now is that I can't swap General Frankie yet. So what I'll do is I tap the quick mob, and then while attacking with Usopp, who has a pretty long animation, I will manual tap the int mob next to Kuro. This ensures I attack the strength mob a bit later, so with higher chains so we do a bit more damage. I'll also attack with my highest attack unit, General Frankie, and I not put a support in General Frankie, so you can try and put your own support to get the damage closer to mine. But yeah, very easy kill, and we leave one mob alive to kill the following turn. It might actually be possible to leave the strength mob alive. I'm not really sure how much damage he does or such. In case you just can't get that damage, you should be able to kill him the second turn. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.